Okay, so imagine money, the currency of all of the world were changing. Everything would change. Rupiah, dollars, ringgit, miles, pesos, pound Egypt, everything would change. So I was inspired by one of the movies where all the movies, I mean, in that movies, anything, time is money. So if the time will reach zero, you will die. Or you don't, a little bit. So, uh, what is the connection between this movie with my lecture? Well, you might think that I'm a crazy person or something else. Well, kind of it's scenario, but let's get into the topic for this speech. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Hamdan katsiran mubarakan fi. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahu bi ihsani yaumil qiyamah. So, first of everything, before we get into the lecture for this today, let us give our lot of thanks to only God, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, because He's the one of everything, that He's been giving us some mercies and blessings of Islam. So I can make these videos of lecturing without any condition or any situation. Even though I doesn't do well, but at least I can do this for my video. And second and foremost, let us give salawat and salam on Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, with his followers, friends, families, his wife, his children. That been has guided us from the bottom of the darkness, Jahiliyyah era, to the most intelligent and the brightness, Islam era. Until now, Islam we feel, we think, remember, and we love. So, good morning, guys. Well, in this today's beautiful morning, I want to talk to you guys about the thing that would change your whole life. So, let's talk about the importance of management time for us. Okay, let's, without any further ado, before we get into the topic, let us know. My name is Muhammad Beri Shokila, and this is my second before the last project before I was going to graduations. And I was standing as a 9th graders on the first semester. Yeah, on the first semester. Okay, so without any further yapping, let's go into the speech. Okay, so let's continue where we talk about. So imagine of all of the world where dollars, rupiah, pesos, pounds, Egypt, and the miles, and then ringgit, dollars again, euro, and then all of the currency of this world was gone, literally gone. Nothing else. You are not able to buy a little bit of this logos and anything else, but there's one currency that will available on this world. So which is time. So let us imagine that you have $1 equals 1 minute. I mean, 1,000 rupiah equals 1 minute. And then 1 rupiah equals 1 second. It feels like an RPG game where you can sell it, you can afford it, and anything else. You can use time for like buying, like how the money was worth. But there is a lot of things that will be limited. Your time didn't get refunded, or you didn't get back. So how it was like. So imagine, like, imagine you have 365 days. So that it will be 1 year. And then you are spending in that week, you are spending 365 days for only game passes of games, and then buying some user stuff and anything else. Yeah, after 1 second later you'll be done. And what do I talk about spend like that? Because in these nowadays there's a lot of our golden generation that they spending their golden time for nothing, literally for nothing. They for like scrolling the social media. They're always playing games, didn't waste any time. They sacrifice their time for nothing. And yeah, that's how time was working. And why in this year there's so many people of our golden generation are listening. Because I just want to remind you guys, because on Surah Al-Asr, on 1 until 3 until the end, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, wal asr, for the sake of the time, innal insana fi husr, for the one that are wasting their time, give them a while. Illa allazina amanu wa amil solihati wa tawasaw bil haqq wa tawasaw bis sabr, for those who doing the good deeds and didn't waste the time. So in that surah we can take that a little one time, a little 1 second is a goal. It feels like you bring a goal that was big like a rock, literally a rock. Or let us say that this is golden. And if you are holding a golden, you didn't waste 1 second of your time. And let me giving you a story where I just kind of feel bad right now. I hope you didn't apply on yourself, because I shouldn't be entering this school actually, because my parents were seeing me that I was always wasting times, and what else didn't know the time and didn't manage it by myself. Yeah, so my parents will force me to enter this school. And yeah, and there's a lot of many ways that you can manage it. So like upgrading skills, like an example, art skills, designing skills, IT skills, mathematics, and what else? Cooking skills. There's a lot of more you can upgrade the skills. In this world, there's a lot of skills that you can learn, like communicating, public speaking like me, English, what else? All the languages you can learn. Literally, everything you can learn, but depend on you. I just want to remind you guys, if I was you, I wouldn't waste any 1 second of time of my schools. So let's we say that the time is the only thing that you cannot unwaste it. You cannot get it back. For example, when I was on elementary school, I was always wasting time. And right now, look at me. Now I'm different after I entered in this school. And that's how we can change yourself. And maybe before we get into the closing of this lecturing, let us know that time is the only thing, it's only stuff, it's only little item like this watch, the thing that never be wasted, that cannot be refunded, cannot be get back, or you cannot get it by yourself. And if the time to die, Wallahu alam, I doesn't know when I was die, and you guys, but the conclusion that we can get from the lecturing, let us know the time is the only thing that we are cannot able to get it, we are not able to refund it, and anything else, literally anything else. Okay, that's how I can deliver my lecturing. sorry if I was having mistakes, because uh, my condition was bad, and yeah, there's nothing else to say. My name is Muhammad Gadi Shokila from 9th grade. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.